Oh, I had it right the first time and then I made it small. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Welcome, my fellow collectors. Oh, my dog comes over. She's like, "Hey, are you talking? You talking, Dad? What's going on?" Um, yes. So, you know, we got our second Tuesday. We're gonna slide into this little time slot that we call Tuesday evening or Mo Tuesday, right? As they said last year, 2 years ago. We could steal it, right? We could steal Mo Tuesday because, even though, I'm going to, like I said, I'm trading all these out. I'm not sure what I'm going to trade them out for yet. Maybe I'll start collecting. What are those ones, Mikey, from the dollar store that your buddy was collecting? The gold ones? No. No. I'm keeping my stuff. So I had the weekend. Let me make sure here. I always have to make sure because I want to. I gotta test my sound here. Let's see. Yes, sound is good, right? Okay. So I had the weekend of the year for me. So being where I'm at financially, it wasn't one of those things. I mean, I'm just getting started at the new job, and I mean, I may have gotten what three paychecks, and I haven't started getting any kind of commission yet because I'm just getting off of training. So every year, Merrick and I, for the last 3 years, have gone out to my uncle's place in Silverthorne, and it was kind of a short notice thing, and the school year kind of snuck up on us so much that I was like, shoot, we only had 2 weeks to do this. And it worked out perfect for the job because they're like, okay, we're going to start doing you weekends, not this weekend, or this last weekend, but it's this coming weekend. I'm going to start doing weekends now at the job. And he goes, so go ahead and take Monday, Tuesday off, and we'll start you on your normal Monday, Tuesday schedule. And I thought, man, that is just perfect. So I had Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off. Obviously, Merrick wasn't going back to school until next week. It was written in the stars, and we did it. So we went up to my uncle's house and we stayed there it was, like I said, it was just the best. I mean, some people bond with their kids over sports or, you know, doing whatever, hiking, fishing, whatever, him and I, it's funny to say, and maybe it's not the best thing for me to do, but we bond over relaxing and chilling, man. We had such a good time up there. We didn't really do a ton. It was one of those where we just unwound, we relaxed, we walked around the town, and we went shopping, just different stuff around that particular city. And you know it was just perfect. It was just a perfect father-son time. um like I said, it was funny because even at night, like, he'd throw on his Nintendo Switch, and he got back into doing like the Rabbids games. So the Rabbid versus Mario, and I mean that, when he decides he wants to play a game, it ends up like, man, these are the coolest games if you actually get into them. So I was watching, we were kind of hanging out. I was kind of trying to help him with little tricks and tips on beating these guys. And he got through a lot. Like he's about 3/4 of the way through the game already. Of course, that this kid is really, good with that stuff. So, and we decided to stay an extra night. We were actually going to come back Monday, but we decided, you know what? Why not just stay an extra night? We had nothing else to do. Like I said, it was my uncle's place that was empty. He let us stay there for free. And so we said, screw it. So we stayed an extra night. We got back this afternoon about 1:30, and then it was just unloading time. And I was so beaten. I was like, God, this is why I set my live early. I set it, and I said, you're not going to just whine out of this and go, oh, I'm tired, whatever. So that's why I made sure to set it and get it going that way. I had no choice. So anyway, yeah, Final Faction, that's what it was. So let me get to the chat before. I mean, I know I didn't even get to really advertise that I was going live, and I know this is only my second Tuesday, so I don't expect a lot of people to be here tonight because literally I just posted something in my stories, and so if you know anybody, because obviously I'm on here. Let them know I'm live. If you know anybody that was, that's in our little Kenzo's crew, that especially channel members, because I'm going to do a channel members race tonight at the end of the show. So someone's getting a blind box from the channel members. So no matter what, even if since we don't really have a lot of people in here, even if we don't get the super chats, it doesn't matter. We're still going to do a race for our members. So anywho, enough of all that yapping. So we have Allison Troy is in the house. Welcome in, Allison, my good friend. How are you? I hope you're doing very well. I did see you were starting to get everything. Ooh, I'm excited for you. I am so excited for you. She's getting everything situated in her room. It's just the room. There's toys, there's pop culture, there's a dang disco ball. It's just awesome. So cannot wait for that. Mikey, attorney and royalty, who of course last week we saw, come on, man, got me one of these from San Diego Comic-Con. So I'm hooked up. Yeah, buddy. So welcome in, Mikey. Also, that was the other thing that was kind of a drag, was that, of course, I took a shower and I'm still kind of hot, but since we were gone, why I have a swamp cooler. Why would I have the swamp cooler running for 4 days while we're gone? And I guess I probably could have had my folks come by and try, or my dad come by to turn it on. Should have thought about that, because when we got in, the house was like 76 degrees inside the house. So cranked the AC and it was 100 today. So we didn't really get a lot of, so it's finally starting to cool down a little bit in here, but it is toasty in this place. So Nolan is here. Welcome in, Nolan, my friend. Thank you for coming in. Always good to see you, sir. I hope everything's going well up north. Yep, got that intro going, baby. Yeah, that's the best part of the show, man, because once I get on, it goes downhill. What the frick, man? So anyway, and it's so funny seeing this picture. God, he's literally almost as tall as me now, and he's 12. My kid is like just growing like a weed. It's so great. Jason's electric. He's ready to race. I know Jason. He's primed and ready to get some racing in. So thank you, Jason, for joining. Let's do this. Yeah, buddy. Welcome to the team, my friend. You are officially going to be racing tonight. We've got Mark in the house. What's up, Mark Morgan? Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you joining. Like I said, I'm sorry, guys. I know I kind of dropped the ball since I was driving today. We were on the road. It's about a 3-hour drive straight through. The way up, we went through Denver, so we went up I-25 and then went west. On the way home, I was like, you know what? I don't want to deal with that stress. I am not gonna just the stress of the traffic, and I'm sorry, not even really the traffic as much as it is the construction. I-25 is a freaking mess. So I went the back way. So we went through the mountains. We went up through Frisco. We went through Breckenridge. We went through South Park and Fairplay and all that. So we drove the scenic route, and the only difference, so it's less distance, but it's only a 2-lane road. So the speed limit's 55. So it's about a 4-minute difference, but it's like so much less stressful, and I'm all about it. So that was very nice. So I'm all about that stuff. Real quick, before I do anything, I should do this, because let me make sure I've got that going here. Oh wait, let's do it this way, because if something's going wrong, I want to make sure and have the chat going up so I can even see it there and make sure that nothing's wrong, because we all know what happened last week. I did not get a hard wire yet up here. I need to get a long coaxial cable and run it either through the floor or, going through puberty here, either run it through the floor or run it through the back window and have my router up here. That way I can hardwire it up in my toy room. I have not done that, so I'm hoping everything goes well. I shouldn't even have put it out in existence, but I did. So hopefully we don't jinx ourselves here. So yes, absolutely, Nolan. I'm telling you, it was so nice. It was really, really so nice. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Jason knows the rule, man. Jason's been from day one, like even when I missed that month, he kept messaging. He was like, "Hey, we having a live? Man, I don't want to miss the race. I want to get a race going." So absolutely appreciate you joining the Kenzo's crew. And of course, Mikey being crew number 1, he was the first member of my of my memberships. So thank you, sir. We've got Just Plain Yogurt, formerly known as the Collector. Thank you for joining, my friend. I love that thumbnail. It's the best. Absolutely. Yogurt. Yes, we got yogurt. All right, got to change up your intro to say Tuesday. Yes, I do. I will. Honestly, like I need to do a lot, because even my outro is going to have a lot of people on the memberships that is not there yet, or not there anymore, because obviously I had a lot of drop off during that month that I wasn't coming in. I will get everything fixed. So now that I have a set schedule, everything is going to be set. I don't have a ton of time, but I'm going to make time to where, like, we have a couple days where we're doing like half days, because it's not crazy as far as traffic goes to that place. It's just one of those things where we're not selling mattresses for $150. We're not selling crap. We're selling really good stuff. So usually something like that, it does take a little, and some people kind of have to understand what they're walking into, because there's some stuff that costs in that building that costs more than I paid for my used vehicle. So it's just crazy. So all right, everybody's saying hi to each other. Frankie's in the house. What's up, Frankie? Love that thumbnail too, man. That is awesome, dude. That's a great thumbnail. Yeah, Final Faction. That was the one, man. That's hilarious. That was good stuff, right? Mondo Buzz Off just shipped. Finally, dude. Frankie, that's awesome, man. I am so excited for you. That one was one that I was really sad that I passed on. And I mean, any of those Mondos, you get sad for passing on them, because it's like they're just everything about them. It's just amazing. Oh, my little honey. Hi, honey. You want to say hi? Come here. Come say hi. Sorry. Come say hi. Oh, goodness. You want to come say hi to everybody. Oh, this my little girl. She's been sitting there so patiently. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. Oh, my little girl. You a good girl? Mwah. Oh, my good girl. I missed her too, man. I was gone. She stayed with my mom. And she was, I kind of worry, because my mom, she overfeeds her dogs a lot. Hopefully she's not watching this, but I always worry that when Isabel goes, that she's going to come back a little chunkier. We got a little extra fat there. Okay. Good girl. I always tell my mom, you got to stop feeding them so much, because she's got 2 pugs and 2 palms, and all of them are roly-polies. They're cute as hell, but they're roly-polies. So anyway, all right. Steve M is in the house. What's going on, brother? Welcome in. Right. We've got, let's see, my youngest 2 don't go back until after Labor Day. That's awesome, dude. Honestly, like, I never understood, and I never got it, like that whole storyline of people with, they're going back to school, thank God. And granted, yes, I only have 1 child. I don't have a bunch that are on my nerves or whatever. I'm just like, I kind of like, oh man, he's going back already. Cause I don't know, I love spending time with him. So it's like, obviously it's going to be better for him to get out, get going, get back to school and start learning again, get that brain activated, So K-Dog, what's going on? He got some HMMM. What's up, buddy? Welcome in, man. Why are we humming here? What is it? Because of my Tuesday thing? My days off are gonna be going forward Mondays and Tuesdays, so I'm gonna start advertising a little bit better. Like I said, today was a little tough because I was driving a lot. So, all right, everybody's saying hello. Yeah, I just did, and that was all. It was funny because I had already like started, or was getting ready to start, and I was like, just share the dang stream on Twitter real quick so people can see it. So, what's up, Yurko? Yurko's in the house, buddy. Man, I tell you what, it's raining. Oh, I would kind of like some rain, man. We haven't had a lot of rain, but we got the news today on the weather that Colorado, we're just going to climb for a little while. So we're probably going to be in the hundreds for the next few days. It's going to be very hot, but you know what? Like I said, when I was up in the mountains, it was like 60, at night it got to like 45 or 50, it was just perfect. So kind of sucks getting back to this heat, I tell you. So, all right, we've got Sky's Cavern Library Comics. Welcome in. Absolutely doing fantastic. It is a very great evening hanging out with my friends here. We got Rhea Black in here. We are complete. We are ToyTube official. And, I got the two coolest folks in YouTube here. And, of course, Sight Beyond Sight. My friend, my brother in, I got about 2 or 3 real good, just love the Thundercats, man. And it's just, I think overall, when I look at all the cartoons, they don't get enough credit for just like one of my favorite cartoons of all time. It was like, I think they're super underrated. I don't know. But, their toy line wasn't that great. So I think, that's probably in the toy community. It probably wasn't, back in the day, it was a little bit, 3-hour tour. I'm so far behind. I know it, guys. I'm sorry. Met someone from Colorado in the shop yesterday. Need a bit of work before they headed back south. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, it's pretty nice down here. I'm just in southern Colorado, right? So it's like I'm not in the Colorado that you see in pictures or that people talk about how beautiful and all that. I'm a little far away from it. Like, I mean, granted, I am only about 40 minutes from the mountains. Like, I could hit a camping spot from my house in about 45 minutes to an hour. So it's not that far away, but it's, like I don't live like my uncle's place. That's like literally in the mountains and it's freaking amazing. So one of these days I'd love to do that. That I told my uncle, I was like, I don't even know why you don't just stay there. And granted, yes, the wintertime, it's not the best because it's hard to get in and out. I-70 is a mess all the time, but through Eisenhower Tunnel and all that. But like he's at retirement age. Like that's a perfect retirement place. Like that's amazing out there. It's just, it's perfect. It's away from everything. It's not, he lives in Denver and it's like, dude, why would you? I would definitely pick Silverthorne over any place like that. All right, Gady's Toys is in the house. What's up, Andrew? Welcome in. Venkman is shipping soon too. Hell yeah. See, now we just need, and we got the delay for the one I ordered. Was it the Goddess? She's not coming for another 2 months, I think. I'm waiting on my last 2 orders from Mondo that I'm done with. Mondo is Evil Lynn and the Goddess. So those are the 2 coming. I'm pretty excited. Yeah, she's such a good girl, man. I missed, that was the one thing I was like, man, I miss my girl. I need to get home. She just, I was thinking about bringing her, but I'm like, man, that 3-hour drive and then being out in the mountains like that. I guess I should have brought her, but maybe next time we'll do it. Maybe next time. Yeah, she's pretty awesome. Let's see. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, sorry, honey. You okay? Yeah, it was perfect. It was really perfect. Schedule this week is all early days, so I was gonna grab a cat nap. Oh, dang it. Take a nap, bro. Take a nap. Like I said, this is my bad. I should have gave you guys a little bit more of a notice. And I know there's a lot of other streams for toy tubers and stuff on Tuesdays, so I'm but like everybody always says, and I told you guys this last week, it's like we just do what we can when we can. I can't do Wednesdays anymore because I'll be working at Wednesdays. If I did Wednesdays, I still could, but I'd have to bump it out an extra hour. So I would be doing like 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock my time, which is of course 10 o'clock on the East Coast. West Coast wouldn't be bad, but East Coast we're pushing into 10 o'clock if I started that route. So plus a long day of work and then doing the live. I know a lot of people do it and I should stop crying, but I think Tuesday's perfect because Merrick goes back with his mom. And then I have about 4 hours after that to get everything set up and good. And as long as everything's running good like it is now, it says it's fairly good. But by next week, I'm going to have that wiring set up so I can have a better hardwire to my Wi-Fi, or to my internet. We have SCS Dog in the house. Aloha all. Welcome in, my friend. Everybody, we got some people starting to kind of crowd in. It's good. We you know, we're not where we normally are, but it's okay. It's okay. I don't mind. I got all my friends here. We're good. Gotta hop off for a few, but I'll be back in like 2030. All right, Mikey. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping in. And yeah, I mean, we'll definitely, you'll be in plenty of time for the race. And just again, like say, for everybody that is a channel member, you will have we will have a race tonight for channel members own, like the channel members race for a blind box. And so even if we don't have the super chats tonight, because like I said, the channels, it's not too, we're not too loaded up. We, you know, we might just have the one, and that's fine by me. Fine for us on the left side. Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. I've seen Hazel do 4 a.m. streams before. That's insane. Yeah, that's crazy. And you know, even like some of the ones that like Oz, when he would do his Saturday morning, sometimes he would do like the morning cup of Joe kind of thing. And that would be like, I think it was 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock his time, which of course for me would be 5. So yeah, I just, depending, I will not anymore. I couldn't do anything like that anymore because yeah, of course now I'll be working on Saturdays till 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock. So so that'll be it. So hey, I caught up. That's the advantage of having a smaller group in here tonight. So anyway, so yeah, I did get up to the mountains, and apparently the people in the mountains don't like to shop for toys very much. So I went into Target, and they had of course, the Target's like, looks like a dang log cabin on the outside and all that good stuff. But I did find a couple things that I had been looking for, not like, oh, hey, everybody needs it, you know, anybody finds one, hook me up. No, I don't need it like that. But I thought, man, if I see her, I want it. I found the 97 Rogue on the shelf at Target this weekend, which was freaking awesome. I was pretty happy about that, considering both the ones I printed with the cake out, I those are all gone. I gave them away as gifts. So but this one was cool. I was really happy that I got this one. They did have 3 of those 2-packs with Psylocke and Thanos, but I was thinking to myself, I can't do it like I used to. I don't have, first of all, I don't have the income, and I don't have the money that's sitting in the bank like I did last year. So I had to pass on those. I mean, even if I was thinking, I was like, well, maybe I couldn't do like a, you know, like a check and see on and if anybody needed any, but I'm like, I can't even just sit there on that $60 and justify doing that for even like a friend or something. I just, unless somebody needed one, I guess I could have asked around, but I don't know if that many people are looking for it. And the ones that were looking for it, I think they did find it, because I think they are kind of loading up on those as well. So, Jason's Electric. Here we go. $20.69. We are rolling. And we have this for you, my friend. Ooh-wee. Hey, you know, nothing like throwing $20 into the pot just to start the dang show. 26 minutes in, and we are $5 away from having a race. I tell you. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate you, man. I know, like I said, I know how much fun those races are, and I know you enjoy them as well. So, I mean, you're going to probably be in 2 races today, right? As long as we have that little extra, we'll be fine. And we got plenty of time for the rest to cover up that 25. So, thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. So, anyway, so I did find the Rogue. I was really happy about that. I did find, okay, so the other one, a buddy of mine that I worked with him at a different furniture place, and he ends up working at the prison. I never worked with him at the prison, but he's there now. And of course, obviously we used to wear the same uniform, basically. Now I go from a prison correctional officer uniform to a pair of blue silky pajamas. And if you guys saw some of those pictures of me with the pajamas on, those were real pictures, and that is my uniform to work. I mean, you know, It is what it is. If you work at a furniture or a bed shop, why not wear pajamas, right? I mean, it's freaking genius. Okay. So he picked this up for me at the Target in Colorado Springs before I went up to hold on a second. I want to just check real quick because I know, I mean, it is possible because we are a lot smaller than our others, but I just want to make sure. Okay. Just because you guys remember last week, there was like no chat and everybody was like putting in chats after chat after chat and nothing was coming up. And then all of a sudden I got like a whole shit ton of chat. So I just wanted to make sure that that was good. Okay. So I finally got, he has been, I mean, I think Home Arcade got him like 2 months ago. So I'm so far behind the 8 ball with the Thundercats, but I'm loving this crossover. I really, really just, I'm enjoying it so much. I thought I had the other head on him. I do like the little, I like the crossover armor on the head for him. I'll probably, and of course, looking that I have Eternia right in front of me and how this is exact. I mean, this is obviously the Eternia cat. And it's so cool that and obviously they've got the, they just shrink the template, right? But yeah, it's pretty freaking awesome. Definitely am a fan of the crossover. Also, this came from Entertainment Earth. I am a huge fan of this one. I talked to Oz about it. What was it on Saturday? He's like, he said he really liked it, but he was definitely gonna keep it as Mum-Ra. And the Mum-Ra is great. It really is. I mean, when you look at the Mum-Ra, he's got, obviously they would have been better off doing his tongue blue or red instead of blue. And it's got the extras here, and it definitely is cool. But I don't know if, let's see. Well, you can see right here over my shoulder, I've got that Mum-Ra. I've got the push button Mum-Ra that lights up, and I've got the clear, the what was it? The dream nightmare, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Here. Oh, so this one is, let's see. I don't even remember how I did this. How did I do it? Or is it it's just a switch, right? Yeah, it's inside. So I have this one with the light up eyes and the light up chest. I have to center it, but so they got that one. I'm gonna turn it off though, because I don't want the batteries to die on this bad boy, because I don't even know what kind of batteries this sucker is gonna take. And this thing too, look at that, man. That is like comparably. Yeah, he's definitely bigger, obviously, with the Super 7. And I know a lot of people, you always hear bad things about Super 7, but I am a fan of. Oh, here it is. So here is the other one. He's pretty dang cool too. He is really cool. I like this clear one. I think I put the cape on wrong on him, right? Because it's supposed to be black on the inside, red on the outside, or did I do it the wrong way on him? I don't know. I know I did it wrong on one of them. But the Skelra version, I am extremely happy. Like, I love the horns. I mean, look at my logo. It's literally my logo, right? It's got the horns there, and freaking, it's just Retro Bacon did such a good job on that logo. I love it. So anyway, okay. So Steve, I don't have any yet. Saw the Lion-O at Target yesterday. Was surprised. Yeah, they're starting to show up everywhere. I know, like I said, Entertainment Earth sent. there's the good and the bad about Entertainment Earth. If you end up getting like their packages where they have like the whole set, they end up giving you doubles of something, because obviously they've been going 3 deep, and then they have the deluxe, which was the Skelra. But with with the uh with the 4-pack, they usually give you, I think I'll get an extra Lion-O, I think. So they did ship that from Entertainment Earth, but of course you're getting free shipping with that amount. But I did fail miserably, because I went to Target. I did pass on 2 of them because I knew they were coming, and I said, "Oh, you don't need to." And I thought, if there was some figures that you should get 2 of, it's the crossovers, because you can set them up 2 different ways. So I did end up getting the Chitara. I figured I'd probably just do a video on it. I haven't done any videos, so I don't really have much content except for the lives anymore. And I did find the Battle Cat Man. So they did have all of them there at that Target. But I had already gotten my Lion-O, so I didn't need to buy that one. And they did not have the Skelra there. But kind of cool. I'm definitely excited about this crossover line. So Mark Morgan says, "Ho, covered." Can you please show him next to a classic figure for scale? Yes. Which one are you looking for? You want to do the Skelra? Is that the one you want to look at? Let's see. Yes, the Skelra. Okay. Yes. And you're talking about a classics figure. Okay. So let me find. Okay. Okay. So let's drop this a little. Well, look up there, Faker. Get your shit together, Faker. Okay. So here is, and you know how I think my Faker has some kind of wonky ankles on him. Let me set him up correctly here. All right. So here is my Faker. Let me take off that comment so you can see. And then here is the Skelra. And I think it's the same buck as like your Krang, and not your Krang, but your Slaker, because it's got that thicker, beefier buck than the other. So there you go. Yeah, buddy. There we go. Yeah, Dream Master. I'm sorry, Jason's got it. But yeah, so it's pretty close. He's a little taller by the horns and by the top of the head, so he's midway through. About as tall as my kid is to me now. But yeah, so there we go. Let me move this back up. All right. So let me go back up here. What's up, Wraith? Wraith is the hammer. What is up, my friend? Man, I keep seeing all this new stuff coming out, and every time you see something else, you're like, oh, here comes another Man-at-Arms. And Wraith's got to get it, because Wraith collects Man-at-Arms, and even the new Transformer. You got the Bumblebee Man-at-Arms, and I you know what, I went after it. Why not, right? Like, I shouldn't be buying stuff like that, but I think it's great. I think it's really good. So the Dream Master Mumra looks good in box. Haven't opened mine yet. Yeah, he's, when you look at him all the way around, I think he's just, obviously he's got the little thing where he's shooting there. I think he's cool. I think he's really cool. And I'm sure the right lighting would make it, absolutely an awesome display for him, for sure. What's going on, Jason? Welcome in, my friend. What's up, hosers? Yep. Just got yeah, he got him. See, look at, he knows. He's got it. Yeah, so it's, and what they're doing. So here's, I guess, the question. I know, like you said, we're not too stacked today as far as the chat goes, but what are we thinking on this crowdfund? Like, I don't think it's gonna make it, is it? I mean, it's halfway there, living on a prayer. I just don't know. I don't know. I really don't know if they're gonna make it. It's just trying to think. It's like, I was about to, and I get this going real quick and see. Can we hear it? Hello? There we go. Sorry, I just put some music back there. I was thinking, let's see, what's today? Today is Tuesday, so the 12th. So we're on what? We got 2 days left to back it to in order to get the bones, right? To get Lady Slither. Allison, I have a question. Yes. It'll fund. Okay, good. That's, you know, I was just thinking, because I think also is that we always thought about that, like with Eternia, and we were trying to push for Keklar, and we're just like, you got a lot of places like not like Big Bad Toy Store or Entertainment, they're going to have a bunch of orders to actually place there. So or toy stores are going to order a bunch so they could sell them. Obviously individuals that want to, you know, do some flipper frank action are going to get a few. But my question is for you. Somebody had said that they ordered it and the money came out immediately, or they put a hold on the money. I don't think they did that with Eternia, did they? I don't remember. Granted, at the time, that was when I had that settlement money, and I didn't really notice if they did. I just don't. I don't think that for me, I don't think I'm going to make the early bird, because if they're going to take the money out right away. Now, granted, maybe I can do, what is it, that payment thing? Do they have a payment thing on it yet, or are they not going to do the payment thing? Because I may miss out on the early bird. I might miss out. I don't want to, but if they take the money, if they do that pre-auth like Target does, and allocates that money, I can't do it. And I won't make it in time, because I'm not going to get another paycheck until well, let's see, today it was Friday, so we're looking at the 15th, so the 22nd. So I'm not getting paid again until the 22nd. So I don't know. I'm going to look at it and see. I mean, we'll see what's going to happen. I mean, I guess if I look through and try to get some of the stuff that I had sold, that, you know, I might be able to add a little bit more to the pot to where I can probably do it, but I don't know. We'll see. And I don't know, it's not that big a deal for the Slither. I mean, she's awesome, but it is what it is. If we can't afford it, we can't afford it. That's just how it works. Anyway, okay, let me go back here. So it'll fund. I don't think it'll hit 8K, but she thinks it'll fund for sure. Yeah, I think so too. And I think that's going to be a travesty. Unless, I mean, when we look at the Keklar, it didn't fund and we still haven't seen him. Maybe if it doesn't fund or it doesn't get to Pythonus, then maybe they'll do a pack of both of those together and do like a 2-pack and sell those together as like the crowd-funded misses, you know, and maybe put those. That would be kind of cool, right? That's a good idea. Hey, nobody's watching. Mattel, you're watching. Just pay attention. That's a good idea if it doesn't get there. So, Just Plain Yogurt says, we'll see where it is when the early bird expires. Yeah, I agree. And of course, just like everything else, there's a lot of negativity around, and everybody's talking bad, and people are stupid, and people just want to be negative all the time. But I like it. I think it's cool. Do I think they overpriced it? Yes, but I think everybody does. Everybody's kind of in that same boat. If I have it, I will back it. Here's what I'm trying to do. One of you guys need to just purchase this beautiful Crystal Castle from me and come pick it up, because I can't ship it. But if you purchased this and came and picked it up, then you can have this beautiful Crystal Castle. And then I can have a little extra room and I can get that snake lair. See how that works? I'm really want to sell this. So I'm going to start posting things. I'm going to take some good pictures and I'm going to be like, hey, a lot of people want this thing. The only problem is a lot of people want it shipped and it's not going to ship. I cannot ship that. There's no way, man. Somebody's got to be local. So we'll see. Maybe I'll put it on the marketplace, see if anybody like freaks out and goes, holy shit, I need that. Steve is backing it, but gonna miss Lady Slither. I'm probably gonna be exactly where you're at, because of course I want it. And I mean, when I look at like King Grayskull, I had made a custom of him already, and my King Grayskull still sits in the box. So if I got the Lady Slither, I don't know, it'd probably be the same way and just have her still in the box. So it's not a big deal. I don't really think that's a big deal. It's not a make or break for me. If I miss out the early bird, I'll still be fine. I missed out on the early bird for this, so I 3D printed a key. Because, you know, that's what we do. If it's not funded by Thursday, you doubt it will. Really? Well, they have some time, don't they? This is just the early bird. Isn't there like 2 more weeks left or something like that? I had StreamYard set on my phone just in case I had the same problem with my internet like I did last week. So I was like, have it ready on your phone, that way you could do this whole convert to downstairs like I did last week. Okay, let's look at Mattel Creations real quick. Actually, you know what? Let's pull it up on the dang computer and not my phone. Let's see. Let's just take a look. I'm going to pull that up. We're going to pull up that where it says back now. It was yelling at us, telling us we needed to back right away. Okay. So we're going to share the screen for this. Okay. So we are ending August 28th. So it's plenty of time. We got 15 days remaining. It's 56% funded. If you, of course, like you say, if you back before the 14th, you get the skeleton Lady Slither, which is this one here. And she's cool. Colors are great. The bones, that is really cool how it's set up there with the bones. The bone tail, it's cool. It's cool. I really wish they would have swapped him and had him as the early bird, but then again, I would have made sure and made it happen. If he was the early bird, I would have 100% found a way. I would have gone into debt a little bit. I would have figured something out if he was the early bird. But it is going to be kind of sad if we don't see him. Because I think for everyone that's a fan of the Snake Man, he's a must. And it's sad that they have him locked up in a tier that's probably not going to be reached. But anyway, we'll see. Okay. Mattel does a pre-auth to make sure you're using a valid payment method. Okay, so they did freeze the money up then. Oof. See, I can't. So unless I get something crazy where if I sell something on eBay, I got a bunch of stuff on eBay. If something sells for a lot, if I get somebody to buy my Crystal Castle, then I'll do it. But otherwise, I'm just gonna wait until I have the money by the end of the month, and then I'll get it. So yeah, I got some allergies. I was up in the mountains and I come home and I got a stuffy nose coming back down south. Mattel does a pre-auth to make sure. You already said that, and I already read that. Let's see, the pre-auth drops in 3 to 7 days. Okay. It showed an option for shop pay. Ooh, maybe I'll look at that. If I could do the shop pay, then maybe. It's crazy these fan-funded projects need to go. I just got a Joy Toy Warhammer 40K Imperial Knight for $7.99 that wasn't fan-funded, and now another one came out for $100 cheaper. Yeah, that is crappy, dude. Another one, and it's yeah, no, I agree. It's especially because when I do think a lot of people have a valid point with. Let me close this up real quick. There we go. Let me turn this up so I can hear my radio. I can make sure that background music's not too loud, is it? I think a lot of people had valid points when they're putting. I'm going to turn this down because it is a little louder. When they're putting them next to each other. when they put the snake layer and it's next to, when you look at it next to Snake Mountain, or you look at next to Castle Grayskull, and you're trying to justify why Castle Grayskull is going to come from Amazon at $102 because it's already on sale before it came out. The one that comes in December, and it's going to have that little map and all that. So that's 102 or 107, 102, 107, something like that. But 300 for, it should have just been like an Amazon drop or something like that. But I get it because the whole fan vote, and then they said, well, let's make something overly big to make it worth the money, because why would we do a fan vote and do a Kickstarter if it was a $200 or $100 set? But I think that first screw up kind of messed everything up, and maybe, I don't know, maybe they should have just said, okay, well, since we didn't get that and we couldn't make this extravagantly large with the freaking weird snake machine and all those other things that were with that, they could have said, well, we're going to make this a general release. You guys had it on the vote, but because we wanted to make it the way that you asked, we're going to make it a general release and put it out for $200. That would have been perfect, And then they could have released those other things separately, like the horse and the snake, Lady Slither and the Pythonus. We could have had all of those separately, or maybe add one to that and do it for $200, and why not? But that's why I don't work at Mattel, because I don't really have good ideas apparently. So okay, so what did I miss? Let me go back here. Okay, yeah. So the first one is so successful, literally size and weight of a small child. Yeah. Okay, so here you go. You guys had that. So Allison and Collector said the same thing. So it's pending after a few days and then it drops. But unless it's something where I can do it in the payment plan thing, I can't do it. I'm not even like, it's not even a worry for me. We're like, oh man, nah. I'm getting to that point where one early bird figure, if I miss out on it, so be it. So be it, Jedi. It's not that big a deal. So yeah, so we're at 56% halfway there. So it's not bad. It went up by roughly 100 today. Oh, that's great. Oh, because everybody probably just getting paid, or they're just trying to make sure they get the early bird. I think the early bird's going to make a difference. I think we'll probably, let's see, you've got how many days? So we've got 3 days or 2 days before the early bird stops, right? So I think it's going to jump up significantly the next 2 days. I don't think it's going to fully fund in the next 2 days, but I think it's going to jump up a lot, and it'll make the finish line. I hate that it probably won't push to the priest. But for me, as a customizer, I'm sure you guys have all seen it, but let's bring it out. Obviously, it's a little different because I used the body of the mutated Mossman, and then 3D prints from a mixture of Aliencito and Mega Custom X, because I'm part of Boojaboo's Patreon. So I printed the face in the clear green. I scratched off the veins from that Mossman, and I did put a couple pieces in there where it was like a little bit of glow in the dark was still in the vat, so the foot glows. And of course, his weapon glows in the dark. I did that with the glow in the dark. And so it was cool because I was able to use it just like how Aliencito has been doing all this stuff as like a kit. So it looks great because I'm still using a articulated, because I think Aliencito, I used the wrist covers. So I used those from Aliencito, the head and the hat and everything I used from Boojaboo. Also, the neck piece I used for Boojaboo, and then the shorts I did, or the belt I used for Boojaboo, and then the feet I may have used Aliencito. So I did a little bit of mixture of all of them, and obviously he's different because he's clear green instead of the solid green. But I like him. I think he's cool. I mean, I'm happy with him. So, I hope everything figures it out where if we don't get it back, that eventually they're gonna drop it so everybody can enjoy him, because he's freaking awesome. Even the one that I made, right? Yeah, no, that's exactly that is. They shouldn't have hung him up that far out. Like Keklar, I can see nobody's like sad over Keklar. Everybody's like, who's Keklar, right? The Blue Wizard wasn't on anybody's list of like, we need that, but I think Pythonus was one of those that said they have to make him. And I think they did so much with the Snake Man. I think he'll end up coming out. I hope. It just sucks if they didn't do that. Snowcat gun shit doing sad too. Just bad timing. Yeah, well, I was even thinking about my job and like with commission, and I always remember because I did mattresses and furniture for a long time before the one I'm in now, and I always remembered summertime like this in this area before the Labor Day time, it was always slower. Like those are the times where like you have to budget shit when you do commission stuff and you're trying to make a living, and this is a crap time as far as sales go, and that's just all the way around across the board. When taxes come out and everybody's tax rich, they come through and acting like they own the place and hey, come on in, let's make a deal here. But it's just when you get to those points and the money's just not there, and it's just people are doing vacations or they're just getting ready back to school. People are buying their stuff for the kids, because obviously people that are buying this product is, they're of age to have children that are in school or college or grandchildren in school, so it really is something that, they need to factor that in with dropping stuff like this. That would be cool. I hope they do that if we don't get that. I mean, I think it would be. I think it would be cool to have like a 2-pack of those two and do it like, have that old packaging like they were doing. That would be great, like they did for Hero, They did give us a head for him in the 4-pack. He was, yes, yep. I remember someone already made 3D prints for his accessories and headdress. I'm behind. You're on top of it, Allison. Brian brings chart. He'll make 6K. Okay, well, that's cool. And I'm glad that, if I do miss out on the early bird, like I said, I'm not going to stress. They've never missed. Well, and I agree. I think I know I don't have a doubt that it's going to fund. I think it's a one of a kind piece that, even though it's not attached to the nostalgia of our childhood, it's cool, and it's something that they're adding on to the lore and they're bringing out more. Of course, yes, it was in the comic or the mini comic before, and they had some of it in the 2000s, right? It was classics. That picture came from the classics one, or one of, something in classics, but I think it's great. I think it's cool. I'm glad that they did take it down from the big gaudy piece. Granted, yes, they could have made it a little bit better. I'm not going to complain. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that first one I didn't like. I just didn't care for the look of it. I almost think the derpy face did it for me, like ruined it for me. Even if they would have changed the face to the one that's there now and put that design on where the face was on the old one, I would have loved it. I just, that big snake face just killed me with the little teeth going down. I didn't like it at all. So, my money in the Snowcat, Snake Lair would be backup option. Yeah. And, a lot of people, same thing with the Snowcat. A lot of people are trying to bash that too, but I think it's pretty cool. I just, if you've ever bought anything from Mondo, the price on these aren't terrible. If you're the person that said, yeah, I'm going to spend $250 on a 12-inch figure that looks cool, but for $250, like, holy shit, right? So I've gone down that road. Granted, I probably wouldn't have if it was just a normal time frame and my bank account was where it's at now. I probably never would have done any Mondos, but it would have saved me a lot of money. But I just, Anyway, welcome in, Todd C. Uh-oh, hold on. Dang it. Sorry about that, guys. Hold, please. Be right back. Sorry about that. My kid was calling me. I guess his charger is missing for his computer, so it must be here at the house. I don't know. Because I know I packed it. I didn't leave it. Oh. Trying to see if I packed it in my backpack or what. Anyway, sorry. So, okay. I can settle with the Fright Zone. Heck yeah, buddy. Look at this. Woo. This Fright Zone is dope. I'm so happy with just this guy alone. This guy alone does it for me for the Fright Zone. Like this one makes me happy. I'm extremely happy with this. And just having those little extras in that Fright Zone, I'm extremely happy with the Fright Zone. Fright Zone, what's crazy is how many people bought it from Mattel Creations and never got it. And people that ordered from Big Bad and from Entertainment Earth have had it for a couple weeks already, which is crazy. I don't understand what that's going. And some people, because this is what I saw, and somebody asked me, is that true? And I'm not 100%, but somebody said that they couldn't order it without having a membership. So you mean to tell me that if you had to have a membership for Mattel Creations to order that one, plus it had the standard delivery, or you could get it from Big Bad for $4 delivery, and the price was actually what, $1 less or 50 cents less. Same thing with Entertainment Earth. When you go over a certain amount with Entertainment Earth, the delivery's free, over 75, right? So I didn't pay any shipping for mine, and I got it before. Like, Mattel Creations was screwed up on that one. They really screwed up their fans on that one. Everybody should have their Fright Zone already. Like, Mattel dropped the ball big time on that one. So I really don't understand that one. The Undead Lady Slither will command a pretty penny on the secondary market. Maybe not as much as King Grayskull from Eternia, but she'll be up there. And honestly, I tell you what, if there was anybody crazy enough to want to trade her for a King Grayskull, I would be all over that, because I have a custom that I made. And I just don't think, unless Bujubu comes out with a really cool, or Aliencito comes out with a real cool kit to do her and make a custom of it, as long as I have my custom King Grayskull, I'm good with it. I'm really not. I wouldn't mind doing that. I would trade the shit out of him for a Lady Slither, because that's just the way it is. That's fine, even though he's worth a lot more, because of Eternia. Mr. Home Arcade will probably fund 2 or 3 to get those skeleton tails. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I wish we had some. Home Arcade's kind of like our version of Woody, right? Woody with the GI Joes. Woody's a little overboard though. It's so funny seeing what he buys for all his army building. But you know what? Like, that's a collector right there, right? Whoo, man, that's awesome. Like, it's almost it's just one of those things where you're like, hell yeah, that shit is cool as hell. Seeing that. Mountain COVID. No. It's just it just happened like I started the live, I didn't have a stuffy nose. Like, all of a sudden it just kind of, maybe it's just because I got the air conditioner going for the first time in a while. It's a little musty in here. I did get that. Do you guys ever see that stuff on Shark Tank? What is it called? Boomstick. I do have those, like, where you like sniff it up there and it clears you up pretty good. Because that has no tooling, they're reusing existing molds. The only new thing is the mat. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Wow, I'm that far behind, Allison. Holy crap. Also, retailers have to be willing to pick up an item. Yeah, I agree. I like the zip line, but how much weight can it carry? Yeah. No, that's there are certain things that you wonder, like, it's cool, but what are we looking at here? There's a lot of reasons to crowdfunded item. 510 Canadian plus tax, shipping, and probably tariffs. So unfortunately, Nolan is passing. Yes, it's overpriced, but if you compare the snake layer mold and accessories, new detail, I agree. I'm all for it. I'm not griping about it. I am happy with this version of it. I like it better than the first one. A lot of people, will disagree with me, but I am very much a fan of this one. And I will back it. I just won't back it probably for the early bird. There's no question I'm going to back it. A great stand-in if he's not unlocked. That would be cool, right? Man, I am so far behind. I am so sorry, guys. R&D sure works. New engineering, Grayskull Mountain Bolt recycled engineering. That's, yeah. You're right. No, you're right. I agree, Allison. I guess just looking at sizes that shouldn't be any kind of factor. Let's see FAQ on the snake layer. Shop pay opens up and reaches 6,000 backers. Oh, okay. Gotcha. If he's not unlocked, I'll have you throw in that. Heck yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I could do just send it gray and you can just, you could do the painting. Kevlar is disappointing, but not in a way that ruins your day. More like, that would have been cool. Yes. Yep. Absolutely. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Pythona's on the other hand, we need him, man. Still waiting on that block. Yes, Jason. I apologize, Jason. I was talking to God, my mind is so freaking blank. I was talking to someone earlier about the pieces that I had. I've got downstairs. So this weekend that I left, I had the vacation time. I should have been back today to get all that, or yesterday to get all that stuff done. And then I stayed an extra day. So that was my bad. And I'm definitely not making excuses. But I have everything in a box ready to go. It's in the box. I need to get it to the post office. So what I'm thinking, I don't go in till 9:00 tomorrow, and the post office opens at 8. So I'm going to try to get there and just get it shipped out tomorrow with everything. And I apologize so much, you guys. It's definitely is a bad look, but I'm getting it out there. We will have everything out there for sure. I was okay with the size of the first snake layer. Style-wise, it didn't fit Mo 2. Absolutely. And Country Gentleman's the same one. He's waiting on those weapons, and I have them sitting there. They're in the same stack. Everything is in the same stack to get going. Shao Kahn is in the house. What's going on? Even with my jacked up breathing right now, I'll say, fatality. What's up, buddy? Welcome in. No, I know, man. I know. No, you should give me crap for it because that's my bad. I dropped the ball. Mondo can be addictive and an expensive one, yes. And it's so good though, right? And looking at those 1/12 scale with the 2000X line, how just the detail is so, the fact that they're putting that much detail and that much, just everything is perfect to fit that line. And then you look at what we're getting with, I love Masterverse. Masterverse is absolutely taken over as my favorite. But looking at the Mondo, I'm like, damn, Mondo just killed it. They just killed it with that 1/12 too. So it's hard. It's hard because those are so good, but it's literally I don't know. We'll see what's going on. Like I said, I'm looking at stuff on how I'm going to get, I really have to make a choice. I have to make a choice on what I'm going to do. I can't be all willy-nilly like I had been the last 2 years. The last 2 years of having a little extra money and being very frivolous with my funds. I don't have that luxury anymore. So I really have to take a step back and look and see what I want. Granted, the other thing that I was thinking almost, and you guys might laugh at me for this one, but I'm actually in a little battle in my head right now between getting the 40th mask set of everything together with the Scott and T-Bob and all that, or the snake layer. Because with the Scott T-Bob, with everything that they put out there with the regular colors, not the black and gold, it ends up being about $320. And that's with the Rhino, with the you know what I'm talking about. It's got all of them in there. I was trying to think of the dang motorcycle, but all of those together, it ends up being about 320. So I almost have to make a choice between those and the snake layer. Granted, I think those will be available for a while. So if I went snake layer and then later down the road did the mask, I don't think the mask is going to sell out like crazy. You guys let me know if there's something that you're thinking of me being a dumbass with that and saying, no, those are probably going to sell out quick. The only thing I could see that might be quicker out is the one with Scott and T-Bob and the truck. That one I would probably get regardless, but I actually have it on pre-order for that whole set. Just hoping that when it drops, the money's there to do it, you know. Whee! Goodness. So anyway, so let me get through, try to catch up, see everybody saying hi. That was fun. I was good. So here's just arrived from BBTS. See, look at that. Everybody should already have them, man. Thanks for Harrison. I wouldn't mind if they use that style of buck for kind of Classics Origins hybrid line. Masterverse and Classics fit in the Fright Zone. Well, let's see. This guy's right next to me, just to show. Let's see what Beauty looks like. Oh. Well, honestly, it looks pretty good. I don't think I just put. Hold on, let me hide that. So I just put Blade right there, and there's the. I did a custom of the Coldar, but like obviously I haven't, but I just decided I wanted the gold. So I think it sits okay. And I did that custom slime pit that I was thinking of trying. That's the other thing. And it's funny because here's my 10,000 miles a minute going in my brain. I'm looking around thinking I need to rearrange everything. What I might do, and what we talked about before on one of my earlier lives, is that if I decide to just move my downstairs and change everything down there, I might have just a double toy room area. So that way I can do a live either in here or I can do it downstairs. I might put some shelves up downstairs in my man cave, even though it's all covered in Bronco stuff, right? If I move the couch and put a shelf up there, because I don't have company to watch games over anymore. I used to have I used to at least have my dad over, but I have upstairs is kind of like the adult area. Upstairs, it's got the couch, it's got TV hanging, it's got all the night, it's got the furniture, everything is there for, the look good stuff. Like when someone comes in, wants to hang out, it's clean up there. Downstairs is a mess. It's a wreck. It's like all my work stuff. And I was thinking if I move my couch upstairs, that's a good couch, move it upstairs and move the other one out, then just put some shelves and tables and desks and stuff in that area, and then maybe shelf it up with the toys. I might change my downstairs into a secondary toy area just so I can have some room for everything, because I do have so much stuff still in storage. So I don't know. We'll see. There's so much, and everybody's got this issue. Not a lot of people have the luxury of, normally normal people, all you normal people have, significant others and families and stuff. Me, I just got my kid. So I have room in the house. So still waiting for the Fright Zone. Yeah, that just sucks, man. You'd have the membership to order during the early window. Okay, gotcha. But it did sell out right away. So nobody could buy it who didn't have Ritual Creations because they ran out of them. That's crazy. I have a membership and haven't heard squat from Creations on Fright Zone. I figured it would have come fast. Honestly, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm going to order from Entertainment Earth because that way they're not taking the money out right away, because I was getting paid a few days later. And I thought, well, if I order it from Mattel Creations, excuse me, nose itching. If I ordered it from Mattel Creations, it would have come out right away, and I didn't have the funds, so I couldn't have done it. So I said, that way they don't take the funds out till it ships. But then shit, man, it didn't take long at all for it to ship from Entertainment Earth. So it was a win-win, just like by accident for me. Because normally I probably would have ordered from Mattel Creations thinking, just like everyone else did, thinking it was going to get there right away. And for some reason, it just crazy. Still don't have my Fright Zone, and I ordered from Mattel. Yeah, exactly. And that is like everybody that did that. And like Jason said, people haven't even heard anything from them. Yeah, that's Mind-boggling, right? The one place that charged you immediately still hasn't shipped it. The two places that didn't charge you until it got there have already sent it out. Tell me that. Show me somewhere that makes sense. What kind of bizarro freaking world are we living in here? Helder Santos, welcome in. What's up? My 80th anniversary He-Man Skeletor got canceled from Target. I'm pissed. And what's taking so long for the snake layer to get funded? So I did get mine canceled as well. I know a lot of people have been getting them canceled even after I screwed up because I missed the email. But a lot of people have been getting the emails and they still were approving the emails. The same thing happened to me with that second Sunman 3-pack. I ordered the 3-pack and I was updating my emails and I was updating it and everything. And then one day I updated and it said, "We're sorry. We have to cancel this." So I didn't flip out, but I called them. I said, "Well, what's going on? Why?" I have been saying yes to being okay with that for the entire time. What she told me was, well, they only are allowed to put something out there and delay it 3 times or 4 times. Once they do that, then they have to reset everything and cancel every single order, and then they have to redo it. And I'm like, how does that make any freaking sense? Like, we've been waiting for this. We've been trying to get it. Luckily, I had somebody, there's my memory. Somebody ended up finding it for me and I bought it from them. And then I ended up finding another one on clearance at Target in Colorado Springs, not too much after. I think I got it for half price. Figures, right? But so hopefully, because it's an 80th anniversary, I really, really hope that it ends up being like all this other stuff, like the Rise of Evil packs, where they just all of a sudden load them up and they put too much on there and then they end up going to clearance and we can just buy a bunch of them for half price or something. Let's hope that happens, because everybody's getting those pre-orders getting smashed. They're getting canceled. So let's just hope the stores get a lot. And I don't see why they would not get a lot, being that it is an 80th anniversary thing. This is a version I voted for, so I'm good with what we have. Absolutely agree, country gentlemen. I am with you 100%. 100%. 808. 808. Okay, we're up there. And so how far back am I? Mikey's probably laughing at me. It's 8:20, so I'm only 12 minutes off. Oh, shit. Snake layer comes to $6.20 in Australia, and that's before shipping. Oh, right in the heart. Oh, that's just, I feel so bad for our foreign friends that collect. It just sucks for you guys, man. Maybe I can flip some Labubu for... Hey, you ain't too far off, because you know what? People that want to overpay for Labubu, they get what they deserve. Just kidding. Let's see. I paid less than that for 2 Castle Gray Skulls from the Classics line back in the day. Wow. That's crazy. Hey, you want to get rid of one of those? No, I'm joking. I don't have anybody to buy them anyway, but that's crazy how bad that is, how bad it's gotten. Yeah. That's painful. Don't stress about getting it shipped. Yeah, no, for me, I'm not that type of person. I apparently am that type of person, but I try not to be that type of person. I try to get everything out in a timely fashion. Some of the other stuff, some people got it because they knew I had to paint some of the stuff, but the stuff I already had done, there's no excuse for me on that one. So I will, like I said, I do apologize. Yeah, I took that extra day on vacation. I should have come back and got that shit done yesterday. I had to reply to Target's emails today to approve a 3rd delay on the shipment of the He-Man Skeletor. Yeah. And this might be the last one they allow. If the 4th one comes, they might cancel everybody's, like they did that stupid Sunman shit. Masterverse is my favorite, was strongly challenged by Mondo. Yes, 100%. I am with you on that one. I'm so happy with the way the Masterverse. I can't wait. I did actually I missed out on the Cobra Con when it was in stock. I ordered it, but I missed it when it was in stock. But I did catch the Hordak. So the Hordak is on its way. I think it's going to be here Thursday. I'm going to end up having that Hordak from the newer, the new Etheria. So I'm really excited about that Hordak. Like I said, the Tila and the Cobra Khan I have on pre-order, but I did miss it when they came in. So, oh well, that's okay. Pretty sure they're going to keep sending these emails until I miss one, right? They're just waiting. They're like, let's send it at 4 a.m. Maybe he won't pay attention that day. Tom fell asleep. Oh, man. Tasty Cake fell asleep. That's okay, brother. That's okay, my man. That's okay. I appreciate you came in. We're an hour, 17 minutes in. We're a little over halfway done. Halfway there, living on a prayer. Let's see. How many people in the chat have ever paid through $35 for a vintage Street Sharks action figure? Yeah, that would not be me. The only Street Sharks I end up getting is the one that came out when Mattel Creations dropped that one during that whatever it was last year, and I just kept him in the cage, and he's in storage somewhere. Mikey's back. What's up, Mikey? Welcome back, my friend. Hell yeah, man. I gotta, you know what? Since when you came and then left and then came back, now my nose is all plugged up. I don't know what the hell's going on. Maybe something's coming through. Ooh, there's a lot of fires going on the western slope. So maybe my air conditioner is blowing in some smoky shit. Maybe that's what's going on. So anyway, welcome back, Mikey. Welcome back. Just approved a delay on my 2-pack from Target today, 8/26 now, which I'm like, yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. What, 2 weeks? Give me a break. But remember, Mikey, with the whole Sunman thing, dude, that sucked for everybody that ordered. I guess some people did get the pre-order after all, but I just got mine canceled when I asked them. They're like, oh, just because we can only approve so many delays until it cancels everything and then we start over, but then it shows sold out. So you're not starting over. You're just screwing people. Whatever. My third Target email was today. That means an active cancellation is dropping soon. I kind of think so. I hope not. I really hope not, dude. I really hope everybody that got the pre-orders that are still alive in the game can get theirs but again, I just really hope it ends up being where all the stores get an abundance of them and we're able to get them at least. I don't care if I have to pay regular price. That's fine. That's what I was planning on doing. But if they do send a bunch and we're able to get a few on clearance after and get a couple extra sets, hell yeah, I'd do that. My daughters did say on the 18th of this month that Target is showing up. Ooh, great. Thank you so much for that info because I will absolutely need to go check that out. And my Target sucks, though. That's the only downer is my Target, they don't get a lot of stuff. So I probably would have to go to Colorado Springs to check and see if they get it because Colorado Springs has multiple Targets. They have a lot better stuff, and they get that. That's where, like I said, where I got that Sunman stuff. Snake Layer just went up by 10 since you checked. See? Yeah. I bet it's gonna. So 57% funded. Just kidding. All right. I hope the Snake Layer does well. I'm still hoping for Future Masterverse, Scaled Grayskull, and Snake Mountain, and I don't want Mattel to get gun shy. Very true. Collect. I agree 100%. Like with the first one, and I remember one of Mikey's good buddies saying that if this fails and they have to stop and go back, we're never gonna get one. We're gonna get screwed. No one's gonna ever get anything again. Well, here we are a year later. I think he was wrong, but it's. I agree with them getting gun shy. If just like they're talking about with Hasbro, certain lines don't do as well with those crowd funds, and they get to a point where when are they gonna? Hopefully, it doesn't get to that point where they just say, okay, we're. I mean, maybe some people are hoping that they stop. That's what they're saying. Well, if you stand your ground and don't give them your money, then they're gonna realize that 300 was too much for that. Blah 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 blah. The problem is, like Allison said, this is all new tooling. It's all new everything. This is something to where, like, these are the reasons why, like, that 4-pack came out, even though the 4-pack did have some new stuff. But just like last year, it was the same reason that Snake set came out. Those are all repaints. And the reason they do that is so they can add some extra funds in there so they can keep making shit or make their shareholders happy. But I think it's necessary to have those repaints. We have to have that stuff that we can, and I love them anyway. Keep bringing them. Like, who cares? Like, I don't give a shit, man. How many Skeletors? I want to make a video. I want to go around and not just like extras and like customs and stuff, but I just want to go around and just, how many Skeletors do we have? If we've got every single Skeletor, yes, I have every single Skeletor from Masterverse, Origins, and Cartoon Collection, all that shit, all the crossovers. I've got every Skeletor. It'd be really interesting to see how many I have. I know it's probably out there, and if anybody knows, go ahead and spoil it for me. But I freaking know I've got a lot of freaking Skeletors, and you know what? I don't care. Bring them on. I'll take another one. Shit, really don't care. I hope Lady Slither is given to everyone if she's needed to get the Snake Layer funded, dude. Like, just like what was it? They told us if we got to Keklar for Eternia that everybody would get King Grayskull, but then we didn't get to Keklar. They were hoping we'd get the push over, and that didn't work. But I mean, they obviously have to do the early bird. They have to give the early bird people something as far as that goes. But hey, like you said, to get it funded, if they could do shit, that would be fine. That would be great. Let's see. You should have told Mikey's friend, chill out, brah, and go collect Transformers. I think I did. No, I did actually talk to him after that. So with Sketchbook series, they're adding some new tooling that hopefully ends up with more Kit Bash characters. I know some people whine about tooling, reuse, repaint characters. They do. And I've, it's funny because that's how toxic Facebook is. There are some people that are toxic like that in the YouTube channels and all that, but I think it's more those groups because everybody's all tough guy and everybody wants to talk shit and run their mouth and be mean to other people in those groups. But it really is one of those things where repaints are a necessity, and we should I don't know a lot about the business of it, but I look at it like, yeah, the repaints are saving, they're saving money because they already have the tooling for it. And if they're going to give us something cool and a repaint and something else looks, well, like this. Look, I know I have a red one. Now I have a blue one. I think it's cool. I think both of them are cool. And I'm glad I got two of them. And they're different. Like, who cares, really? But who knows? But yeah, Mikey, I failed, dude. I said I wasn't going to get them. I walked by, but then I went back to Target and I had to get both of them, even though I've got the order coming from Entertainment Earth. So every like official Skeletor from vintage till now. No, like I was thinking from just the recent. So from 2019 or 2020 until now on all the new stuff with the new articulation. So Masterverse, Origins, y todo, all the even the 3D shit, like this stuff here. Not shit. This stuff is cool. I love this. This Castle Grayskull is probably one of my favorites too, just because of what it does. But like even the CGI one would be cool to see how many there are. But that's what makes Motu fun. Mix and match parts, repaint it, throw it some new armor, and boom, brand new character. Well, look what Bud does. Like Buddy, like I love what Buddy does, and even what Cobb does. Like the kit bashing part of it. But of course, Buddy's adding the paintbrush to everything. But even just the swap and the pop and swap stuff, like that is just it gives us the opportunity to be creative. And like Bud, dude looks through and you see a new release the second after something is shown that it's released, even if it's a leak. I get a message from Bud telling me about exactly what he's going to do to that thing when he gets it. And I love that. Like, that is so cool. Like he looks at, he's like, okay, I'm going to do this, put this color here, go across here, do a wash. Like, that's what it's about. And that is exactly what makes it fun. Because yes, is the articulation, yeah, it isn't as good as some, like the Marvel Legends, like with the, with the butterfly joints, even some of the G.I. Joe stuff. There are a lot more lines out there that have better articulation. I do really like where Masterverse is going with granted, some of the ladies should have been a little better with the elbows and stuff, but Like, I love the way that they're going with all the face sculpts. Like, all the paint apps on the face, they're so good. Like, I'm such a fan of the Masterverse. Granted, yes, I did see a lot of negative stuff on the Tila, but hey, I will see it when I see it, when I get her in hand, and I'll make my decision then, man. So, are we counting Super 7? No, I'm thinking from Origins up. So, I'm thinking like even the crossovers, like Skelra. Like, I'll count him since he's pretty much Skeletor, right? And just like the Shredder one, like Skella Shredder, I'm gonna count him. Turtle's Gray Skull, like, yeah. So from Origins up, I want to see how many Skeletors we have total. Because Funko, how about, let's say, articulated action figures, not Funko. I do have the Funko. The only one I didn't get was that one that was a New York Comic Con exclusive. Looked really cool, but I never got a chance. Endless, right? I wish they would do like Hasbro did with the Hiss, where everyone got Cobra Commander if it was funded by a specific date. I agree. That Cobra Commander was, yeah, that was cool getting that. That is really cool. Are we talking about the Kill Zone? What's up, Chad? Welcome in, brother. Yeah, we got we got to stay out the kill zone. That's what everybody just needs to understand. No matter what happens with all these figures coming out, just make sure and stay out of the kill zone, and don't talk bad about people and tell them the truth, because then they're just gonna knock you the F out if they climb up a ladder and punch you on their Lucky Charms. So anyway, so we got a Lucky Charm. We got Lucky from Lucky Charms and a freaking Mohawk Smurf that are acting like badasses. That's hilarious. So yeah. Anyway, I showed Chad that video of the leprechaun guy trying to talk about wanting to fight me and shit. So shit was pretty funny. So Mattel's not particularly savvy about crime, and they aren't. Like, it really sucks that they're not. Like Keklar. How close were we to getting Keklar? They just throw him in, man. Help out your fans. If you say we listen, you talked, we listen, we're going to give you what you want. But we were like, what? How many pieces were we off of Eternia to get Keklar? We were really close. Were we like 200 pieces off? Maybe? I don't know. For a big company like that, they should have done that. They should have threw that in. I don't understand. Not the only one that should carry pocket sand at a con. Yeah, right, Todd? We all got to carry a little pocket sand because, we got all these tough guys that want to run their mouth. I'm just over here building a YOLO park, Transformers, and hanging out far outside the kill zone. That's right. Well, we gotta do what we gotta do. We can't let the big bad bullies. I'm with you on that one. We were so close on Keklar. We were extremely close. There you go, 150 to 200. It wasn't enough to where Mattel, we were like, hey, come on, listen to us, Mattel, please. God dang, my nose itchy. Okay, Mikey, I think you might have gotten this that day too. I saw this at Target as well, so I figured why not, right? So I got the Hot Wheels Pop Culture Lowrider van. This one was straight out of the next movie from Cheech and Chong. 66 Dodge. Hell yeah. So I saw that at the Target up there in the mountains as well. So what's up, Frank? Welcome in, brother. Welcome in. We must have had a G.I. Joe. We must have had a G.I. Joe live stream end. So I got some G.I. Joe folk in here. Yeah. Love it. What's up, Jetman? What's up, my friend? I saw a little short of yours yesterday when I was in the mountains. I was looking through and I was like, ooh, Jetman. Got to check his stuff out. Let's see. I got that one. Totally unexpected. Yeah, it was like on the end cap. I saw it with that one. It was next to the car on Back to the Future that has the manure on it. It was like the big pile of manure. I think I got that like 3 or 4 years ago, but they're still freaking selling it, I guess, on the shelf. So Who knows? Whatever, man. Crazy. Oh, so last week when I had my mishap with the internet, I forgot to show you guys this one because I didn't bring him downstairs. But this was the other version, and this is a support, so I'm going to take that off there. But here's the other version of that Aliencito made for us, and it drops down. And here is, granted, I know a couple people that were making these. I know Alf was telling me that he used a spring from a clicker pen, and that was the perfect spring for this to kind of sit there and pop out for it. So it did come out pretty cool. I'm excited to get these painted. Granted, that's one thing I'll kind of talk to people about. If people win a blind box and they want to wait a little bit and they don't mind waiting to maybe see if I might throw one of these bad boys, which that's what my plan was. Obviously, a lot of these blind boxes, I'll try to point towards something that somebody likes a little bit more of, or also try to say, well, it's still a blind box, even if there's maybe one piece you might know that's coming, maybe, you know what I'm saying? So Mondo Buzz Off is finally, yes, I heard somebody, oh yeah, they're talking about it earlier. The van in Walmart and should have grabbed it. Oh shit. Yeah, the van's pretty cool, but I'm happy about that Buzz Off, dude. I didn't get him. He was with all of these newer ones, that was the first one I just said, I can't. Like, I had to stop somewhere, right? It's like, even with the Orko was great. The Tila was amazing. The Beastman is freaking awesome. The Buzz Off is going to be so cool. I just can't wait for you guys to get those, man. Definitely going to be cool. Oh, FBC's in the house. What's up, Faker Battle Cat? Yeah, I'm sure you're probably lurking a little bit, but not bad, right? End up looking pretty and everything fits in. Like, I didn't have to Dremel anything out. I didn't have to put any kind of attachment. Like, he made it so good. Like, all I had to do was really kind of just wiggle it back and forth a little bit, and it fit right in. And the arms fit in really well too. So this one is going to look good. I printed these things out like almost a month ago, right? And I actually did the face that this was one that was kind of a sketchy deal. One of the 3D artists, I forgot the name, and either way, it doesn't matter. I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus, but somebody had posted this, right? And unfortunately, Boojaboo, it was an exact, it's when you put the files together, because I had both files, when you put both files together, it was the same exact thing. All he did was make it to where the head wasn't connected in the beginning, so it still has it to where you can paint it separately, which was kind of cool. If I can get that sucker off. But he added the faker part, right? So he just did the faker part of it. But then Boojaboo was like, hey man, I hate to say this, but that's my file. And then it kind of got into that. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, I'm going to buy it real quick. So I bought it right away. And then like, as soon as that happened, he took it down. I was like, hey, I liked it a lot. I had to get it. So anyway, that was my story. So, all right. So Sky Caverns Library Comics. So they've done Motu Origins, Transformers. Are we getting Masterverse G.I. Joe classified? I doubt it, but it's fun to think about. Dude, I would love that. Why not, right? I mean, the first thing that everybody said that they doubt it would ever happen, and there was a crazy thought process, is that Hasbro and Mattel would do anything together in the first place. So the fact that they've already collabed with shit, we've already seen like a Barbie Monopoly, and we've already seen we've seen everything where they're starting to do that. Obviously, with the Transformer He-Man, that's a crazy crossover. Why not? It would fit. Like, these are, even if it's one of those things, yeah, different worlds, the canon, oh, it's not going to work, blah, blah, blah. Make up your own story, just like they did with the Turtles, just like they're doing with Thundercats. Like, obviously, there was a comic with the Thundercats before, but why not, man? Expand it. Make it cool. Like, you're combining all of the great, I mean, everybody was joking, say, oh, these are nostalgia grabs. Everybody's doing it because they know it's going to pull on our heartstrings as collectors. And it's like, well, if you're going to do it, do it. If you're going to go all in, go all in. Let's get a G.I. Joe Masterverse, classified Masterverse together. Shit, man. That would be freaking cool. I don't know. I would love to have like a Cobra Commander would have to be, ooh, maybe like a Serpentor King Hiss. It would be a little bit close together, but you know, I'd buy it. Shit, I'm all over it. FBC's in the house. Everybody's saying hi. Looks clean, professional. Yes, yes. Matthew hitting with the 10. Guess what that means? We are officially having a race, baby. We are having a race. Let's say about this one. Yams were out for that one, right? You know, it's funny seeing Zero Suit Samus when Merrick's playing that, when we're playing Smash Brothers and he wants to fight or what he wants to play. I'm like, all right, I'm picking Zero Suit Samus. He's like, gross, Dad. Why you do that? I'm like, hey, Zero Suit Samus is hot. So, yeah, needs the armor. Matthew, welcome in. Yes, I agree. The armor is great. And yep, he wants in on that race. You are in. We are officially racing. Oh, wait, let me give you this one since we are officially unlocked on the race. Sorry, I'm going to do it again. All right. We are unlocked. Okay. So everybody's saying hi. Cobra Commander Skeletor, absolutely. I mean, I was thinking like same thing with like and who are they gonna, and obviously when we're already doing the Transformer one, who are we gonna do a Soundwave? Like Soundwave's always like my number one. I love Soundwave. He's always been my favorite. I wonder who they're going to combine. I hope they don't do something stupid with Soundwave. I don't know. That's I'm looking forward to all those. I don't care, man. I really hope everything goes. I hope everything just keeps on going, man. Who cares? Order that figure. I am unashamed. Yeah, baby. That's right. There's nothing wrong with that. The party has started. That's right. Yeah, that was definitely Metroid. Yes, sir. What's up, Alf? What's going on, brother? I just talking about you. I don't know if you heard me talking about you. I was saying about the armor where you said you were using the clicky pin spring to get it to work. So that is pretty freaking cool. Get you a Dookie, man. Shit, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think there's a lot of cool combinations that they could do for sure. Soundwave Trap Jaw is what I would guess. Yeah. I think the robotic element would, because Roboto, well, even though the Masterverse, they made him a bad guy instead of a good guy. I think the robot element and the part of him with the, I think that would be a good fit. I definitely think it would be a good fit. Soundwave is Faker. Ooh. Why? Yes, dude. Why wasn't I thinking of that? There's already a tape deck in his chest. Matthew, if I ever see you at a con, you can hit me in the back of the head for being so stupid. But you got to get in line because when I go to cons, people want to fight me and beat me up and shit. So Shockwave Triclops. Yep. That fits, Todd. Man, look, see this. Mattel, are you listening here? Faker claims Soundwave. Yes, dude. I don't even know why I didn't even think about that. That was so. I'm holding it right in front of me and tape deck. Yeah, that was stupid that I didn't even think about that. What's up, the guy? I'm back. Yes, sir, my friend. Yeah, I agree, dude. The new Eternia stuff, I love that. The one that I seriously cannot wait for is the Moss Man. That Moss Man looks so good. I'm so happy that we got another Moss Man. Like, I gotta say, I do have a special Moss Man. I got the only custom that's in here that's not one of my own. I got a custom as a gift. I got a custom Moss Man. Woo-wee. Blocked and all, baby. So I got him hanging up on the wall. Got to keep him in package because he looks good, man. The fake voices, yeah. I'm holding out for Mo2 GoBots, dude. I'd love GoBots, man. Hold on. I know I'm getting up a lot, but well, and while we're at it, Allison, right? Where's this crossover? You know, where's that crossover with our Mo2? Yeah, baby. I got me the Psykill, baby. I got 2 of these. I got one set up to stand and one set up as the motorcycle. Freaking love Psykill, man. Yeah, dude, Mikey, come on, man. We were not thinking very well there. Because that's perfect. Grimlock Trapjaw. That wouldn't be bad. Although, when you think about it, Jetman, there is actually pre-Turnia dinosaur vehicles. So they might do something like that. But I think it'd be awesome either way. Baker could be Nemesis Prime. Yeah, but man, that tape deck would be perfect for, like, I guess there is, but I think because Soundwave's my all-time favorite Transformer. I think that would be a Snarl X Battle Cat. Dude, these are great. These are great ideas. Anyone know HeroScape? I don't. Let me see. Let me look it up. Let me see if I'm just not, if it just didn't click. HeroScape. So it's like a brand of toy. Okay. So it's like miniature stuff? Is that what it is, Steve? Got it right with Grimlock Trap. Me Trapjaw. Me the bleeder. Mo2 Smurfs. Hey, you know, I understand they are reaching a little bit with some of the stuff, but I love it, dude. I'm all in. I'm all in for it. So finally used the glow resin. It printed great, but after I left the resin in the vat overnight, it left this like thick residue on the bottom, also kind of sandy. Did it get? I mean, it made it foggy, but when you print again, it prints fine. Like I printed and I left that stuff in there for a couple weeks and everything still printed okay. Like I never got any kind of issues. I never had anything going with it. I know it seems weird and it is a little kind of freaky at first, but I just said, I'll give it a try, and I let it go and it still printed fine. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. Yeah, Nemesis Prime is anti-attorney. But I mean, if it is one of those where you're not too comfortable with it, I think, but it did work multiple times, just so you know. I didn't have any issues with it after. Origin still needs the 3 Bs, Brave Star, Black Star, and Beastmaster. Freaking hell yeah. All over that. Storm Shadow Ninjor. Yep. Absolutely. Nemesis Prime 2. Skirmish game, they announced G.I. Joe. Okay, cool. Yeah, it looked like something like that with the miniatures. Love Soundwave, and technically with the helmet, yes, all we need is parts to make the swap. Yeah, I agree. Battle Ram Man, Wind Raider Man. Yeah. Well, and you see Bombstar Outcast doing that stuff too for Home Arcade, where he's just doing all those vehicles for each individual person is just freaking awesome, man. I just love it. Power Rangers, X Mode 2. See, and that pushes it too far for me. Everybody else is great. If you like both, that's cool. But for me, it pushes it. Like Turtles was kind of tilting it a little too far for me, because Turtles was when I started kind of change. I didn't collect a lot of Turtles when I was younger, because of course I was born 78. So like I was prime Motu age, right? So once Turtles came, I was already 7th grade, and I was kind of already like starting to do sports and kind of changing it up a little bit. But I don't know. I think either way, hey, I'm not gonna say no to do it. Let's do it. Yes, I agree. The Bumblebee thing was a little off, but that's okay. I still ordered it. The Battle Cat Man is awesome. Yes, the guy, I found him in Silverthorne at the Target. I found him, and I found Chitara. I guess I'll do videos on them because, like I said, my content's been going down. I haven't had much content lately, so I think I'm going to open those things up there. Okay, so let's get started. I want to do the members, the channel member race. I want to get the channel member race going. So what I want to do real quick is I want to let me get to my studios real quick and get my members all jotted down here so I can add them to the race. Not jotted down, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so let me go to my community. And nope, it's on dashboard, isn't it? Or it's on, no, it's on earn. Okay, memberships. Okay. See your members. Woo, we got a few. Okay. If anyone is interested in racing tonight for my members only stream, my members only race, obviously, you know, you can join at any time. Hey, Beavis. Get my members. Yeah, it's terrible, right? Some of the other Motu could be wrong, like Defenders of the Planet. That was only 6 figures, bunch of beasts. Yeah, no, dude, there's so much shit back then with that they can nostalgia just throw in a blender. I got it for sure. That was, but my voice isn't hitting very well right now because normally I could do a pretty good butthead. Big Jim, dude. Being that it's Mattel's 80th, right? The whole 80th thing, that's crazy that they didn't do that already, Steve. I'm with you on that. Like, dude, that would be even just doing an 80th version, like an 80th anniversary release of Big Jim with the the cat or with the cage and all that. That's crazy that they didn't even think about that. That kind of blows me away a little bit, honestly. All right, so let me put this my members in a separate page so I can add them. Okay, so we're gonna do a race. Let me pull up. Hold on, let me make this smaller. And then I'm going to find what kind of race timer. Again, this race will be brought to you by Attorney and Royalty because he is awesome and let me log into his account to do the races. So thank you, Mikey. You're the man. Okay. So I am going to find a good, goofy looking race. I think we're going to race on pogo sticks, guys. For the members race, we're doing pogo stick. Okay, so I'm going to get some names here. Edit the list. Okay, I need to make this a little smaller. Sorry, guys. Thank you for your, we appreciate your patience. A representative will be with you shortly. Okay. Well, what happened to my other window? Okay. All right, we're gonna open up a new. Oh wait, here it is. YouTube Studios. Okay, got it open. All right, guys, bear with me real quick. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. McFarlane toys. Go. There was a lot of cool McFarlanes at the Target too. Like there was a bunch of the. Of course, everything anymore has that exclusive platinum edition thing anyway. So, all right. So we're gonna start off with Jason's Electric. And we got Terrence. All right. Okay. Next, I got Guru, Motu Guru. I know I haven't seen Guru come around since I changed my days. Maybe he's probably, I mean, gotta let him know where I'm at. Home Arcade's in this, so I do apologize because, you know, he's got that lucky streak going. Mr. Home Arcade. Motu Tony. Okay, we got Matthew. L, lowercase e. Got Joe Smith, most generic name of all time. G.I. He's won before too. Jetman. We got Eugenius. I need to get with him as well because he has he bought that Beastman movie one. He hasn't purchased it yet, but I need to get that one, get the transaction done there. Okay, let me check my StreamYard real quick. Say hi to people. All right, we're good. We're still good. Okay. All right. Let me go back to my pogo stick race. So Eugenius. Then I got Jason. Jason the hoser. Well, he called us hosers. We're hosers, not Jason. Okay, we got Brick. Oh, dude, don't do that to me. Brick something, my buddy's customs. All right, my buddy. Wherever I go, he goes, my buddy. My buddy. My buddy and me. Okay. Sight beyond sight, just plain yogurt. Sight beyond, oops, sight, just plain yogurt. Okay. Allison Troy, tasty cake. Passe tea kake. As Mega J says, right? Tasty cake. We got Nolan. Sorry, Nolan, Oz, and Mikey. Nolan. We got Oz. And we got Mike, Eternian Royalty. Okay. I am so sorry about that delay. We got 19 racers, baby. Okay. We're going to go for a minute. Are you guys ready? Let's see. Let me open up my freaking window first. Actually, let me make my screen bigger here. Let's go to, I saw Brick was also, oh yeah, he is. Absolutely. That's cool. Yeah, he does. He's doing couple last Tuesdays before school starts because he's got school starting pretty soon. Okay, so we're going to share our screen with the pogo stick. All right. So there's the goofy race there. We've got 19 names on the list. We got a minute going. We're going to set this all up. Holy cow, there's a lot of people. I am going to turn the music down quite a bit because I remember how loud that gets. Okay, so like I always do, I am going to, where is it? Where did I? Every time I do this, I like miss it. Where do I go here? Okay, let me close that up. Okay, shuffle. Okay, so we're going to shuffle the characters 5 times. I don't know why I do that. I just always think I don't want to be it lined up like it is. I want everybody to be mixed up. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Is 1 minute okay with everybody? Is everybody cool with the 1 minute? Everybody good there with the minute? Okay. Let's see. Let me get the fire hold music. Let me turn this music off that I have running. Okay, go back to my comments. Saw Brick was on live. Okay, we got 17 in here. So we're a little bit slower tonight, but it's my fault for not posting that I was coming on. So okay, here we go. Are we ready? This is our members only race, and we are off. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Woohoo! Mike, you're up there, buddy. You're up there. Jason's up there. Sight Beyond Sight's getting up there. Joe Smith is creeping. Terrence is going. Uh-oh. We still got 30 seconds to go. Come on. Allison, you're back there. You got to catch up, Allison. You can do it. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, Brick. Brick's not here, but come on. Allison, where you at? Don't fall back. Get up there. Joe Smith is in the lead. 7 seconds left. Somebody's going to get crazy. There we go. Who is it going to be? Oh my God, it's like neck and neck. Brick. Mike, you jinxed it. Oh, shit. Well, Mikey, go ahead and let Brick know that he won a blind box on my live stream while he's live streaming. Let's take a look at the order of victory here. Brick something, Sight Beyond Sight. Ostradamus was third. Home Arcade on down. I do apologize for Allison. Oh, Allison. Oh my goodness. So Allison, I'm sorry. Okay. So we had Brick is the winner. So there we go. Okay. So now this one actually, this one's going to be a one-on-one race. Actually, it's going to be a two-on-one race. We got 2 for Jason's Electric and 1 for Matthew. So if anybody else is interested in racing at the end here for a blind box, yeah, it's we only have 2 people. So it looks like I said, we're going to have 3 racers. Matthew's in again. Okay, Matthew's in there again. Okay. So we got 4 racers. We got 2 Jasons and 2 Matthews. So it's going to be a neck and neck. He just ended his live. Okay, I'll send him something. Matthew's pushing. He's pushing it over in his. He really wants that armor. I know it. That's what's going on. So we got 3 Matthew and 2 for Jason at this point. Let's see. So right now, ooh, my impatient child. He should have just checked. Almost done, bud. Okay. So it looks like that. Yeah, he does. Matthew really wants it, and he may get it now. He's got 3 in the race. So since we're right at the 2-hour mark, I'll go ahead and nobody else. We're good. We're closing it. It's a good chance. If you put in it for it now, it's probably one of the best chance you'll get to winning it, since there's really a very small amount of people racing. Just saying. Sometimes there's like 10 people, 12 people in there, but this time is very small. So we good? Go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh shit, Mikey's in. 3, 2, 1. Mikey comes in at the last second for the spoiler. He's going to be the spoiler here, huh? Okay, so let me get this all mixed up. If anybody else joins, you can still join while I'm doing this. Let me get the race. Once I get all the names in, we're shutting it down. We're gonna do a horse race. That's what we're gonna do. Let's get this horse race going. So let me add these in. We get the names, edit the list. So on our starred comments, we've got Matthew LE 3 times. We got Jason Electric twice, and Mikey Eternian Royalty 1 time. So let me add those in real quick. Okay. All right. Got 1. Not that many. I'll just type them all in here. Last time I tried to do cut and paste, it like screws up on this. Okay, we got our Matthews in. We've got our Jason Electric. Whoops. That's not a, okay. Oh, geez. Not a caps lock. Jason's Electric. twice. And Eternian Royalty. Okay. We have 6 total racers. Let's see. Jetman Go Dolphin. Snake Lair just hit 3, 4, 25 in the last hour. Dude, that is so cool. Yeah, I do too, Mikey. I need to go back it as well. Okay. So we are going to do, you want to just keep it at a minute? Or you guys want, yeah, let's just keep it at a minute. That's fine. If we want to do it shorter, we'll start next time. We'll go 45 seconds. Okay. So we've got our racers. Let me share the screen. Okay. All right. So here is our racers. Let me get the sound back to 1, 2. Okay. Okay. So here comes the shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's our shuffle. Yeah, I kind of, my whole situation is going to be crazy. So, okay, here we go, guys. Are we ready? We will start the timer in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Jason's electric. Here we go. Uh-oh. Matthew's pulling out the tail there. Mikey just, Mike lost some ground there. Lost some ground. Let's go. Let's go. That's not a bad thing. There's still 40 seconds left. Mikey's picking up ground. Jason's starting to gain ground. Uh-oh, Matthew. Matthew wants that. No, you're good. You're good. Oh, Matthew and Mikey. Here we go. Matthew's losing ground. Oh, no. Jason's gaining ground, but we still got 20 seconds. You know how these races are. Here we go. 15 seconds. We're getting close. It's going to be a neck and neck tie. Here we go. Down to the wire. 7, 6, 5, 4. Here we go, Matthew. Mikey. Dude. Talk about a spoiler. Oh my gosh. Dude. Matthew, message me after the live. We'll talk. All right. Yeah, message me. We'll talk, dude. Message me after the live. We'll talk, dude. We'll talk. Yeah, no, I mean, and all I did was I made sure every race I want to do it the same way. I want to make sure that I got everybody shuffled and gone through, that it's, it's good to go there. So, all right. Well, guys, congratulations to Mikey, Attorney and Royalty, with the big win. He was the spoiler that he says he was going to be. So, but, oh, wait. I forfeit the armor to him. Just send the extra other stuff. Okay. Well, there you go, Matthew. That is what this is all about. And this is why Mikey's like the coolest guy you'll ever meet, is he has officially forfeited the armor to Matthew, who took second and third. Message me after, Matthew, and we will figure out which one that you want. Whether it's the Faker or the Skeletor or the He-Man. So we'll make sure. You the man, Mikey. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. So yes, absolutely. Just that's what this whole thing is all about, man. It's everybody just, that's why I love you guys. You guys are all awesome. So thank you guys so much. It was another fun live, another fun Tuesday night. I apologize I didn't get too much of everything pushed out there. Hopefully next week I'll be able to get a nice little thumbnail going, make sure and be more professional than I was tonight when I didn't even have a thumbnail ready. But I was out of town. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining. I had a blast. You guys are so freaking awesome and absolutely class act. I mean, there's no question about it. If you guys haven't, yes, please go over to Mikey's channel and throw him a sub. He has put together some really cool videos. He had some awesome insight to all of the San Diego Comic-Con stuff with Motu and everything else. He was going all over the place. So he helps, and he helped out a lot of people with purchasing some exclusives there. Like I said, nothing but class, man. And of course, he hooked your boy up with the movie sword. Woo! Hell yeah. I'm excited for that. I'm gonna hang it up somewhere in my room here. So, but yeah, you guys are seriously the best. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. I know Tuesday's a little weird because there are a lot of lives going on. If you are catching me on the replay, thanks for hanging out. It was a fun live. And yeah, we'll be back here at the same time next week on Tuesday at 7 o'clock Mountain. And like I always say, we will see you next time. But in the meantime, please, guys, stay out the streets. Good night, everybody. See you later.